updates Hitman 2's. DevRock's Galactic has received its first in-game updates on Steam. Update 25, Dev Dives contain a series of ultra punishing missions changed together, where recruits will be taken deeper into bowels of Huxes. Players will face challenges such as low oxygen levels, new enemies, and even volatile guns. Dev Dives missions are locked into 3 difficulties, and 2 new Dev Dives are made available even. Unique rewards are up for the grabs for successfully completing them. Strategy RPG 6 Ages Ride Like the Wind is set to launch on PC via Steam on October 17. Developer Sharp has announced 6 Ages Ride Like the Wind is spiritual successor to King of Dragon Pass, which has released back in 1999 on PC. It was also released on iOS in 2011. 6 Ages promises a multi-generational style of survival set in lands of old gods and magic, but also offers the same text-based multiple choice and the role-playing strategy the original game was known for. Naughty Dog has confirmed on Twitter that The Last of Us Part 2 features an online mode like the original game did. The developer said the single-player campaign is far and away the most ambitious project Naughty Dog has ever undertaken, and explained that they wanted to include factions mode from the first game that couldn't deliver alongside the single-player mode. Naughty Dog added multiplayer will come in another form for fans of original games factions.
I don't care. You can't stop this.
When the moon tore apart,
Daemon x Machina will be getting more content in coming months. Marvelous has announced first that it's a battle mode which will be rolling out on October 10th. Battle mode will pit players in 1 versus 1 or 2 versus 2 mayhem. Come November, the games will receive colored mix and costumes which are skins that takes reference from other IPs. A major update will also be coming in November which will add new orders, weapons, and more. December will bring co-op exclusive modes and even more weapons and bosses.
it affords both freedom and dominance on the ground and in the air. It has enough power to throw a car or tear off a road sign. But arsenals aren't invincible. Sometimes you have to get your hands dirty. There's a reason it's called an arsenal. It can
Polyphony Digital has rolled out Gran Turismo Sports 1.45 update, which brings 4 new cars and more rainy tracks. The new cars are 1959 Chevrolets and Corvette Stingrays racer concept and 1971 Ferrari 365 GTB4, which are both returning from Gran Turismo 6. Completing the list are the 1970 Super B and the Chevrolets Camaro ZL L1s I and E. The update also brings rig tracks and Tokyo's Impreza Way, as well as new escapes with a fine mess for the photo mode.
can't stay in the storm for long. It's replacing
BioWare brings back Cataclysm is mayhem after its concluded earlier this week. This allows players to play some of the elements until the next content release. The shows of reality portions of the event remains live, and players will be able to earn crystals. The store will also be back online this week, where players can spend the crystal they earn. This will not carry over the next sectional's event though. Leaderboards, daily Cataclysm challenges, store missions, and free place events are among the ones returning this time.
New melee weapons for each javelin are being added, allowing you to prime or detonate targets. 8 new gear items are being added, such as Storm's Steam Vent that deals both ice and fire damage. Fight as one, improve yourself, and unleash your power. What, are you not going?
Techland has revealed that Dying Light 2 will have 4 years worth of DLC just like the previous game. In an interview, Dying Light 2 lead designer Simon Smintala said, Dying Light was supported for 4 years after its release, and the plan for Dying 2 is exactly the same. It is worth nothing to prove that Techland has not prepared a roadmap for DLC at this time.
Weapon modding makes a comeback in Dying Light 2. We have a modded weapon, so now let's find a good moment to use it.
GTA 5 Online is celebrating its anniversary, and Rockstar has a lot on store for players. By simply logging in by October 2nd, players will get 1 million in the game's money, which will be deposited to their Maze Bank's account by October 9th. Also, by simply playing online, players will get the Clay's logo white tee. Rockstar is also offering double rewards on all Survival Series events. 2x GTA's dollars and RPs on mobile operation missions, and a lot of more. Dauntless is officially out on PC, and it launches with an update that brings a ton of content to the game. Update 1.0 brings the sessional expansion called Aether Gunbands, and it adds the new Aether Strikers weapons. There are also 2 new beasts displayed, the Thar Behemoth and the Tempest-born Stormclaw. A new hunt pass is also added, which includes special challenges and in-game rewards. In addition to this, the update also includes fixed to over 500 bugs.
Confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a
Hitman 2 has released a new map called the Haven Island. The island is located somewhere in the Maldives, and Agent 47 has arrived to take down 3 new targets. The new targets are Ljudmila Vetrova, a former Confidence Rick starter and the face of Haven Island, Tyson Williams, who is the Island founder and CEO, and Stephen Broadley, a tech wizard and the brains behind the Island's proprietary software platform. Epic Games has released 2 new free games on its store this week. Your Gut post-apocalyptic FPS Metro 2033 Redux and the Simulations game, Everything. Both games are free to download until October 3rd. Epic Games also announced that coming up next will be 2018 adventure game, Minute, which will be free starting October 3rd.
Vision of life, where everything is seen to be a complex pattern of rhythm, dances, the human dance, flower dance, the bee dance, the giraffe dance. And that's what this all is, it's jazz. This is a big jazz, this world. And what it's trying to do is to see how jazzed up it can get. How far out.
Another round of the best deals are here. The free games for today is Tactical's Card Games Access Battle Cards. And for our prize drops, we have the Simulation Journey games, Siloways, the Selling Simulator, and of course, let us not forget the games with the best discount for today. It is the very popular fighting games Dragon Ball FighterZ. Don't wait a moment more. Go and grab the best deals today by going to our Daily Deals page, only here at the ALLKEYSHOP.com.
The PlayStation Hits collection of games is growing. It has a variety of games like exciting adventures, family favorites, as well as award-winning blockbusters available at a lesser rate. Come October 4, the additional games will join the roster, which are God of War, Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, and Gran Turismo Sport. Right now, PlayStation Hits have about 40 iconic PlayStation 4 games, having recently added Fallout 4 and Doom. PlayStation Hits is available for €19.99 in the PlayStation Store. NetherRealm Studios announced Mortal Kombat 11's upcoming patch during their recent Kombat Cast live stream. The patch will come with third-ranked variation for every fighter of the game. These are for their ranked matches online, which allows players to pre-made variations of the characters. The limiting of the available playstyles was to ensure that there is a balance in the matches. An example is the character Shang Tsung. After the update, will now have all his ninja moves as compared to before.
I'll pick your bones clean. Savagery is no match for skill.
Yet again, Liu Kang, you've chosen the wrong destiny.
Xbox Games with Gold is getting new games for the month of October, as announced by Microsoft. Arriving on October 1 is Tambo the Badass Elephant, which will be available for the whole month. Also coming at the start of the month is Disney Vault, but this will only be available until October 15. On October 16, Friday the 13th, the game will be arriving for Xbox One and will be available up until November 15. Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge for the Xbox 360 will also come on October 16, but only until October 31. The path to survival game and part city simulation game called Flotsam has launched in Steam Early Access. The game is about building your city and taking care of your people on top of water. The materials that you will need to make your city will consist of the garbage that you will find floating around. Your people here must survive as well as do jobs like fish or scavenge materials for the town or collect rainwater. Flotsam is expected to be in early access for about a year. If you mix Rocket League and Harry Potter's Quidditch, you will get Broomstick League. The game offers multiplayer matches from 1 versus 1 up to 4 versus 4. Players are able to cast spells so that they can teleport or perhaps to blast away the ball from opponents. Players are also able to customize their wizards to their liking. Broomstick League is scheduled to launch by early 2020. The game will have a beta testing available soon. You can go to their official site in order to sign up. The first expansion of the post-apocalyptic shooter Rage 2, called Rise of the Ghost, is now available. A trailer for the game had been shared introducing a new enemy. The expansion will be adding a bandit clan who was seen in the original Rage game. They have changed a bit since the last time that you have encountered them. Also, the expansion will come with a new location called the Overgrown City. It is a huge new region to explore. Rise of the Ghost is available for 1,500 Rage coins, or $15 US.
I'd really appreciate it if you could help us get some of this island back.
The nomadic survival MMO Last Oasis that was due to come to early access this summer will be pushed back once again. Developer Donkey Crew, who already pushed the game back to October, will be pushing it back once again by early 2020. October will be saying that they were not able to reach the level of quality that they would want to offer players. This decision came about due to the feedback that they were able to get from the beta testers. The game's release date will be announced when the developers are 200% sure. New game called Void Terrarium will be launching in Japan by January of next year for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. The game is about a girl named Toriko who was the only survivor in a post-apocalyptic world that had been contaminated by mushrooms. She herself had been contaminated as a mushroom is growing out of her right eye. You will be playing as a robot named Caretaker Robot, and your job is to protect Toriko and look for safe food for her to eat, as well as find a way to decontaminate her.
We need each and every one of you.
New studio Endroad, who comprises of former Ubisoft and Amplitude Studio veterans, has announced their upcoming stylish action platformer called Fallback. The game offers a polished 2.5D art style as well as some roguelike elements. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, humanity is forced to live under the surface, inside a bunker that had been built by a mysterious corporation. The bunker is patrolled by robots who are programmed to kill if you try to leave. Fallback is set to launch on PC on October 11.
They will stop at nothing. Each of you can succeed. Each of you can reach the surface. Each of you can save us all. Prepare yourself. The rebellion has begun.
Valfaris, the rapid 2D heavy metal action platformer from Big Sugar and Steel Mantis, is announced to be launching for PC this October 10. Play as the son of the warrior lord Terrarium in this epic side-scrolling shooter. As you return back to your ancestral home, you must eliminate the monsters that has made it into a grotesque, unlivable place. Offering a wide array of brutal weaponry, diverse environments, deadly enemies and bosses, awesome pixel art, in a rocking soundtrack by Kurt Victor Brandt. First-person fantasy co-op role-playing game The Black Masses by Brilliant Game Studios has announced its free demo that will launch on October 17. The game is a 16-square-kilometer island that is inhabited by possessed inhabitants. Players can either avoid the hordes of exterminate them via first-person combat. The game does have 10k zombies, dismemberment in procedural wounding system, accurate reflections and refractions, dynamic global illumination, and more. Another round of the best deals are here. The free game for today is a tactical card game, Axios Battle Cards. And for our prize drop, we have a simulation genre game, Sail Away the Sailing Simulator. And of course, let us not forget the game with the best discount for today. It is the very popular fighting game, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. Don't wait a moment more. Go and grab the best deals only here at our daily deals page at ALLKEYSHOP.com.